Hi again, everyone. See, I have so much time. Oh, sorry. I'm learning about
Welcome to this
financial
module on peso cents for
literacy. So, anyway, okay, so it's about financial planning. But anyway, wait, let me pause that. Someone asked me what is a good amount to send in the Philippines, especially with this coronavirus. Apparently, his girlfriend is a teacher, and even though she still gets her salary and she's not working. So, if you're gonna check the Department of Education in the Philippines, the thing about teachers is that they always get like a pay raise and they're always prioritized. So even if, in as much as I really respect teachers, and even me, I'm teaching, although not professionally, they are usually prioritized. So if I'm not mistaken, they were also asking for like a hazard pay, and they can get some of their bonuses earlier than normal. So if you're gonna check their website, I just checked it a little bit just to stalk on how much my aunt might get. So anyway, apparently they're already pushing for like a consideration from the Philippine Financial Bureau or something like that. So to give their salaries, of course, to give their salaries, to give their bonuses a little bit earlier, to maybe increase their bonus and like a hazard pay. So something like that. So she won't, she won't lose any of her money. I mean, your girlfriend. But on the other hand, I'm gonna play this and then we're just gonna keep it quiet. Okay, on the other hand, if you really want to know, if you really want to help your girlfriend, I think the best way, the best amount depends on their expense. So it depends on how many families are there. And it depends on how much she's helping her family. So it all boils down to that. So you see, there are many things to consider. Their expenses, their utilities, are they renting, their electric bill, of course, their perhaps as for, you have to understand that it's like this: rent, utilities, and other loans. The bills are, the payment is extended until next month or for about 30 days. So basically, their bills are not gonna rack up. So in some, in some local areas, they have their own, what do you call that? Wait, let me move to the next one. They have their own electric power corporation or water distributor or utilities, something like that. So when the local government asks this sector of the government to do something, like for example in Angeles City, they ask Angeles Electric Power Corporation and Water Works to halt the charges for this month, and these companies oblige. I don't know if there's gonna be like a discount, or maybe the amount, instead of charging you this month, you have to pay double next month, something like that. So it really depends on the local government. But right now they have nothing to pay until maybe when the coronavirus is finished. That's the time when bills would rack up. And then as for rent fee, in the government, the Philippine government asks landlords to not charge their tenants for 1 month. I think they can get like a, what do you call that? Sorry, my neck hurts. They can get like some amount, like tax something. Maybe, like when they file for taxes, they can get maybe like a tax exemption or something if they can prove that they didn't charge these tenants for a certain amount. But of course, we also have to understand that some tenants, it is their only source of livelihood. So in that case, it's up to the tenant's discretion. So they can tell, it's up it's the landlord's only source of income. So they can tell their tenants that you can pay half or you don't have to pay this month. Now, if the landlord charges them, it is said that you can ask the local government for some money to pay the landlord, or maybe the local government will talk to them. So about rent fee, they don't have to worry about that as well. Now, how about food? So sometimes in some areas they can get food. As for my last video, you can still get food like relief goods. And then if you have no work, no pay, you can get money from the government. Of course, you need some proof for that, and so on. In that case, it is still quite sustainable. So a lot of expenses has been either canceled completely, like some landlords are kind enough, and then some services or so on have been, the payments have been extended to next year, or not next year, next month, or until the government says so. So how much would a good amount be? It depends on your on their expenses. So I believe that there is no right amount, big amount or small amounts, because whatever amount is that, it will be helpful for their livelihood. So especially their life. So for instance, if you really want to support your girlfriend, you can give them, if you just want to help them out with food, just give them for food. Now, how much is a good one? Well, prices are quite increasing right now due to logistics. So as I've said before, one fish, milk fish, I don't know how much it was originally, but my mom said it cost about $3 now. Maybe it was $2 before. So something like that. Expect these products prices increase for about 50%. So, but other foods, we also had like a price freeze. So there are some goods and services, especially necessities like rice, like as much as possible, we are trying to freeze the prices so that when people buy them, the prices won't be that high. So I think there's no best amount. It depends on you. And regardless of the amount that you would send, it is up to them on how they spend it. So I really can't give you enough amount, but I think your girlfriend would appreciate any amount. So even if you give them, let's say 5,000 pesos, 10,000 pesos, they might not use it now, or they might not spend it all at this moment, because anyway, there's no way to spend it. Like, you can't go to a shopping mall, you can't go drinking unless they're gonna have like a big fiesta or party at home. Perhaps they might spend the whole amount, but maybe at this month it won't be that helpful. But by next month, when bill starts coming, and then when things are back to normal, this amount can help them balance that situation. So as for me, when I send my family, I just send them, it's just help or assistance, but it's not their main source of income. So it's not so big. So again, it depends on you, and it may not be useful for now. It can be useful for the next month. And it's also nice that you can ask her, like, was it helpful like that? And then maybe she would tell you how she spent the money. So I hope this video helps and you got a little bit more information on how much is a good amount, although I didn't give you a specific amount. So thank you guys for watching always, and have a nice week.